One day, I had this idea. What if I just brought a cardboard cutout of Danny Devito to prom? So I did. Hey, my hair. Hey howdy hey y'all, Allison here. And it has been a long time no see. Or at least a mildly long time. It really hasn't been that long, guys. But boy oh boy do I have a story for y'all. Gotta move the camera up cause I'm a short person. You relate, Danny, don't you? He relates. Okay, so this story starts on Wednesday, September 12th. I'm in Spanish class and I hear my phone buzzing, but I don't answer it because, you know, I'm in Spanish. So once I get out, I see that my mom left a voicemail. I'm like, oh shit, that means that it's gotta be something important and she's not just saying like, hi. It turns out that CBS, like the channel, called my old high school and said, hey, we want Allison to show up on The Talk. Like, the show. The Talk is in, like, the one with Sharon Osbourne and Sarah Gilbert and Eve and Cheryl Underwood, you know, that one. Then my high school was like, holy shit. So they called up my mom and, like, passed the number along, and then my mom called up me, who then passed the number along. So after I get this message from my mother, I, of course, immediately call CBS, right? And one of the producers of the show tells me that she wants to fly me and one of my parents out to LA for the weekend so that we can be on the show. Or so that I can be on the show. Like, parents said that's optional. And I was like, hell fucking yeah! So on Saturday, my parents picked me up from school, driving me back home for the afternoon to sort of chill. And then at 3:00 a.m., we were off for the airport. And I was tired as shit. And then we got to LA at like 11 a.m. and I was tired as shit. So on one hand, I wanted to go out and explore LA, but on the other hand, I was tired as shit. So then I took a nap till like 3:00 and I woke up. Now no longer tired as shit, then I was hungry as shit. Me and my parents, we went to a little thing called City Walk. It was close to the hotel and we didn't really have a car. Actually, we had a chauffeur, which was hella cool, but the chauffeur was only driving us to and from the airport and to and from the studio, the CBS studio, that is. So while we did have a chauffeur, we couldn't just like call him up and go wherever we wanted. So we walked on down to City Walk, which is like this big shopping area that's all like movie and Hollywood themed. And it was cool as heck. But here's the thing. I had schoolwork to do. I was missing 2 days of school for this. And teachers tend to assign more stuff on weekends. Plus, I didn't really have the plane ride to do work during because, like I said, I was tired as shit. And then, that morning, we're off for the CBS Studio Center. That's right. Place where they filmed the Muppet movie. And a lot of cool TV shows that I don't feel like listing out. Damn, I'm tired. Anyways, we get there and everyone is like super nice. They had people come and do my hair and makeup and made me look fabulous. And leading up to my appearance on screen, I was very, very nervous, but also very, very excited. God damn, that sounds hella cliche. The thing is, I just tried not to think about it too much. I was like, okay, so when the people tell me to walk, I'll walk. I go up on stage, I hug Sharon Osbourne and Sarah Gilbert, not too many hugs because I don't have much time, and they specifically said just Sharon and Sarah. Although I would have loved to hug everybody because I love hugs. And then I just sit down and I answer the questions. I already know what the questions are. I already know how I'm gonna respond. They're going to lead me away to somewhere where I will receive gifts. Gifts of which I did not know the nature of, but was very curious to learn the nature of. And like, that's it. I try not to think about like, I'm on national TV. Holy shit. These are famous people I'm sitting at a table with. Because I knew that if I thought about it too much, then I would just get really psyched out and start like fangirling and turn into an incomprehensible mess. So yeah, I just did a little mental reframing and it was all gooch. Not gonna lie, there were some awkward moments. At one point, the audience started clapping at something I was saying, and like a literal infant, I just started clapping too. There was also an awkward moment when I was initially going to sit down, and I get my hug from Sharon and Sarah, but then Carney Wilson goes in for a hug, and I'm like, this wasn't part of the plan. And I'm just like, and go sit down. It was so awkward. I was watching it later with my roommate, and she's like, did you just reject her hug? And I'm like, I panicked. Carney Wilson, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. So yeah, the questions are asked, I give the answers. Did someone just throw a rock at my window? And then they lead me over for the gifts, right? Which ended up being these cardboard cutouts of Danny DeVito, like, from different movies. There's like the Penguin and his character in Taxi, Matilda's dad from, you know, Matilda, his character from Twins, which also came with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, you know, I got 4 Dannys and an Arnold. I'm set for life. And throughout this portion of the segment, I didn't really know where to put my body because they were presenting each of the cutouts individually, and I'm like, do I stand over here or do I like follow along? And I also don't want to block the camera, but at the same time there's like 5 different cameras rolling from different angles. That's a lot of Dannys. A lot of Dannys. And then, now this is the real kicker. After the Dannys are presented to me, Sarah Gilbert leads me back over, and she goes, oh, by the way, Allison, we have one more Danny to show you. And then the real Danny walks out. Turns out he'd had an interview right before me, and at the end of his interview they're like, hey Danny, can you go hide backstage and come out when we tell you to? So then the real Danny walks out. I was ecstatic. My mouth just goes dry and I'm like, Allison, you're gonna have to say something, and you can't talk when you have a dry mouth. And I didn't want to have to walk back over to the table to grab water, you know, and look like I'm rejecting Danny. So I just kind of put like my hands over my mouth, like, and just kind of go like, trying to get some saliva circulating. As a result, I spend like the rest of the segment either with my hands at my mouth or like moving my tongue around inside my mouth like a fucking lizard person. Looking back at the episode now, there are so many lizard moments. I suspected that Danny might be there, but I didn't know for sure, and I don't want to get my hopes up too high in case he wasn't there, so it was still very shocking. And I just kind of lost words. How do you form words? How do you make them happen? But yeah, it was amazing. I got to meet Danny DeVito. I didn't say much because of the previously established reasons. After the cameras shut off, he stuck around for like 5 minutes or so. He asked some questions to me, but like, I think he could tell that like I was really nervous and not really able to make words happen, so he didn't ask too much. Looking back, there's so many things I'm like, I should have said this and I should have said that, but at the same time, it's like, so yeah, that's my story. Hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all can find like a clip from the segment online. Not the whole thing, but you can find part of it on YouTube. You can find the full episode on the CBS app. It's free. So I would recommend that, you know, so you don't just see like part of it. Cause the part that they show on YouTube is just the second question they asked and the gifts part / Danny showing up part. You don't see the full thing. So if you want to see me awkwardly clapping at my own statement, go get the CBS app and watch it there. But with that said, I'm gonna end the video here. Love you all. Okay, bye.